Hello, hello! Dr. Clif, your movement recovery specialist, and welcome back to Breakfast at the Office. Day 9 of coffee reviews already. And yesterday I told you today we're going to have one of my favorite coffees. Death Wish coffee. Now, this coffee is not for a beginner coffee drinker or somebody that has a sensitivity to caffeine. If you're one of those people that could drink one of those energy drinks and then have trouble sleeping for a couple days, you'll probably want to stay away from this. But if you're looking for that extra, energy for the day, or you want something like as a pre-workout drink, but you want to stay away from all that sugary pre-canned stuff, this is what you need. Oh, this is good stuff. As we said the first day, when we talked about coffee a little, the average cup of coffee, 8 ounces, 6 ounces, 6 to 8 ounces, is about 100 milligrams of caffeine. The average 12 ounces, I don't know how these numbers work, but it's what, the American medical guidelines say. The average 12 ounces is 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is what they recommend pregnant women and some other people with caffeine sensitivity say underneath per day. So 12 ounces of coffee. 12 ounces of this stuff, 700 and something, 720, over 700 milligrams of caffeine. So a regular cup of this is like drinking 3 to 4 cups of coffee. Let's see what the bag says here. This side doesn't say much. It used to come, warning, big red letters. World's strongest coffee. It used to have all kinds of warnings on here that said it could cause palpitations and this and that. They don't do that anymore. I guess they don't want to scare people. But it could, especially if you drink it like regular coffee and you have 2 or 3 cups in the morning. It would be like drinking a, half gallon of coffee. So don't do that. But it says, highly caffeinated, our signature blend, which let's talk about the blend. These beans come from India and Peru, typically. Neither of those places are places that we've had a bunch of beans from yet. And it is a blend. And occasionally they go somewhere else because they actually test the beans and pick the ones that have the highest caffeine content that year. They also use mainly Arabica beans, which is what most of our other coffees have been so far. But they also use some Robusta beans, which are a little rougher taste profile usually, but they have a higher caffeine content. So, signature blend and roasting process designed to deliver you that extra kick in the pants you need to get going. They're fair trade, happy farmers, USDA organic, not spraying all kinds of pesticides that are going to kill you dead on them. Dark roast, unique roast has been formulated for a smooth, never bitter taste with subtle notes of cherry and chocolate. We'll see about that, right? Harness your superpowers. Let your mind and body be superpowered by 100% organic ingredients instead of toxic chemical stimulants. Because normally to get this much caffeine, whether it's in some coffee that claims to be the strongest because they add caffeine after the fact, or if it's one of those energy drinks of some type or pre-workout drink, all that stuff's added and it's not naturally balanced like this. Although this is pretty strong stuff. So smell-wise, I forgot to smell it again now, but I smelled it a minute ago. Before I turned the camera on, I was just enjoying the smell. And it's kind of smoky, not as much as some of the other coffees we've had, but a smoky smell. Also some cloves or nutmeg, some kind of baking type spices, I think clovey, and a real pungent, just stronger smell. Even though I've had it before, I haven't had it for a while because I've been trying all these other coffees. And it's just surprising how much stronger the smell is as soon as you open the bag. I got it on Amazon. It's the number 3 seller on Amazon right now, so you can get it there. I'll put a link in the description. It's Prime. You don't pay for shipping. If you order it this week, you won't get it before Christmas, since that's tomorrow. But you'll get it before New Year's. So if you want to stay up all night, drinking coffee and a little bit of bubbly stuff, or if you need it the next morning to get out of bed, you can get this by then. It's a little more expensive, about 20 bucks a pound. Let's see. Ooh, that's strong. I do get a little bit of a chocolatey taste like you're talking about. I don't notice the cherries. I don't know where the cherries are. Maybe I'm just not that cued in on the tasting. No cherries for me. Maybe some burnt sugar almost. Like marshmallows that you over roast right at the end. But mostly, it's just real strong. Like, I feel like I'm going to start sweating and I've only drank about a third of the cup. I don't think there's any real taste to caffeine. I don't know, I've never eaten it plain. That's not recommended. Because you do have enough caffeine, it can kill you. Not 700 milligrams. But if you have it pure, it's a dangerous thing. So, I've been told that there's a bit of a bitter taste to it. Maybe you can almost taste the caffeine, even though this is, smooth coffee for how strong it is. There's a little bit of some kind of almost burnt, sugary, just a tiny bit of bitterness at the end. And maybe that's the caffeine itself since it's so high. I'm not sure. But it's good. Taste, I'm going to give it a 9. Strong 9. I like it. But there's always the chance there's something better out there. So, I don't want to give it a 10. I'm a tough grader. 9. If you like this video and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Red button down there in the corner. This is only day 9. We have at least 9 more coffees to go. Including a couple of those big brands, that have little shops on the corner everywhere. We are going to try some of those. Actually, tomorrow's Christmas, so we're going to have one tomorrow. And because it's Christmas, we might have a couple coffees tomorrow. That'll be exciting. Until tomorrow, remember, life is a strange sport, so get stronger and get living.